Welcome back to the Mom's Table, where we laugh, cry, scream, play, love our kids, yet struggle with motherhood that isn't talked about often. Grab a snack, a drink of choice, and get comfy. I'm your host, Jeanette, and this week's episode is transparency and my issues with it. All right, mamas, well, welcome back. Happy New Year. I am so glad that you guys have a new, fresh start, and I hope it's going rather well for yourselves. It's been a great start to mine. I'm trying to be more productive, trying to set small goals for myself. I want to say ins and outs, but I mean, be realistic. Not everyone can do all goals all the time, and this one just woke up, so we'll go and do her hair in just a minute. But first of all, I wanted to say again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the last episode. It's really hard for me to be transparent, and which is going to be this week's episode. So I find it hard to be transparent with people because I feel like a burden at some points. So with that being said, I tend to put it off telling people, and whenever I do tell people things, like their reaction isn't always the best. That being said, it's caused me to be vulnerable, but vulnerable with myself and myself only. But anyways, I try to be transparent with people, and sometimes I get the reaction that I want, and then sometimes I don't, which that's totally fine. But I feel like it's hard for me to be open with people and open to the point where I am really vulnerable. And I may have said that like 4 times already, but I've come to a point where I can't even be transparent with my doctors, and I've had to really set this boundary for myself. Like, if I want to get help and I want to be helped, then I need to be vulnerable with at least them, right? And I've come to a point in my life where I need to start being transparent, and I need to start being open about how I'm feeling, what I'm doing. And as a mom, like, you can't always feel like you can truly vent about your kids or vent about the issues that you're struggling with, because then you're terrified of getting judged and blamed and shamed, and that's me wholeheartedly. So whenever I went to social media, like on TikTok and Instagram with my kids, it terrified me. I felt like I was going to get judged and shamed, and of certain things that I did and didn't do, or did and didn't show. And being online, those people only see a portion of your life, and it takes a lot of vulnerability to let people in on more of your life. And I'm still kind of conservative on TikTok, and I'm still kind of learning my footing, I guess you could say, in the TikTok world. But I do like to show my daily life, and that's my kids' work, being a mom, having to go to doctor's appointments, having to do this and that, and the struggles throughout the day. Like, I don't want to sit all day cleaning my house, but I know I have to. Sometimes I would rather just sit and take time for me and relax, but sometimes as a mom, you can't do that. You have to get the snacks, get the food, get the dinner, make the dinner, go grocery shopping. And you have, like for me, for instance, I only have 1 day off during the week sometimes. During the week. And that's not much. It's a 24-hour period that you're off, and then you're back to work the next day. Or sometimes I get lucky and I work the full week, and then I'm off the weekend. Or there's a holiday and then you're off the full weekend, and that's great. And my mom's with the tasks that I need to do, and it's just my brain works in a certain way, and if I don't get stuff done, I freak out, and then I start to avoid things because I didn't get it done. And whenever I'm getting stuff done, like, I need to keep going. But whenever I hit my crash time, it's like I'm done. That's it. And that's the part where I struggle to tell people, because I don't want them to judge me. And before y'all come at me, yes, I have help with my mom. I do have help with my husband. They are wonderful. They do help around the house. They do help with the kids. They do a lot, and I'm so grateful because I do have that village. I do have those people that are looking out for me and, helping me with my kids. It's so expensive in the world right now. It's not even funny. Like, we have a kind of, we're really lucky. And it's free daycare pretty much. And I can't be more grateful for my mom. So Mom, if you're listening to this, we really do appreciate you. And to Josh, my husband, if you're listening to this, I just really want to say thank you for all the support that you've given me throughout and dealing with me, I guess. But as far as transparency, like, to me, that is a clear line of being honest and telling people how you really feel, what you really think. And I've always had an issue with that. Like, I will always say, like, okay, yeah, I think that too, but I won't openly tell you how I feel on a certain topic because it's controversial, and I don't want to get into it with you. I'm non-confrontational, and a lot of people think that I am, but I'm honestly not. Like, I hate confrontation. I will confront you if I have to, but I don't like to. And I very rarely do, believe me, and want to be more transparent. And I feel vulnerable whenever I do, and I feel like I am at a point in my life where transparency is a good thing, not only for yourself and your mental health, but for your friends, family, and people that you genuinely love. So recently I felt bad about posting TikToks about my shoulder. So if you don't know, I've had shoulder pain since like mid-November or so, and it's really been painful. And with 2 toddlers, you obviously pick them up, you put them down, you do this, you do that, you start lifting things. So as far as being transparent, I felt bad for posting so much about my shoulder on TikTok. I apologized on a story, and I was like, okay, well, this is what's going on. I've been having issues since November, and mid-November, and finally went to the doctor about it, and then another doctor, and got some x-rays and MRI, and I updated them, and then I just had my injection yesterday for it, and that's just been a whole mess about that anyways. I finally have some answers, and hopefully this injection works. If you've ever gotten shoulder injections, please let me know. I'm very curious as to who has gotten them, or even if you've gotten injections for your back or something like that for pain management. Please let me know, because I really want this to work. I don't want to have to go through surgery, and they said that they were going to send me to conservative PT, and then PT at home. So I'm really hoping that this works. But that's where that transparency, the lack of transparency comes, because I feel like I'm a burden. I'm telling people things that, is happening to me, and I normally don't, and whenever I do, it's not the reaction that, is wanted, I guess. Would you like to say hello?
Hi.
Say hello, Mom's Table.
Hello, Mom's Table.
So this is Joshua. With that being said, I thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys have had shoulder injections, please go comment on any of my TikToks, or go to YouTube, so that way when this is uploaded, you can comment and tell me how your experience was. Also, let me know if you guys have issues being transparent with people other than your family, or just people in general, because I struggle with it very frequently. There are a few people that in my life that I am super transparent with. You guys know who you are. I don't have to say it. So I just really want to know if other people have these issues and parent issues, as well as, if you guys have had to get shoulder or back injections. Let me know your experience. And again, thank you guys so much for listening to the Mom's Table podcast. I hope to see you guys next week, and you have a great day.